When your cat purrs up a storm while curled in a tight little ball, do you actually know what they're trying to say? Yes, it's adorable. But behind that sweetness, there's something deeper that most people miss. It's one of the most emotionally loaded things your cat can do. And if you misunderstand it, which most owners do, you could be missing signals they've been sending for years. Let's start with what this really means. 1. The clingy shadow. Have you ever noticed your sweet cat suddenly following you into every single room, refusing to let you out of their sight for even a moment? It's so easy to assume they're just being incredibly affectionate. We take out our phones, film them sitting outside the bathroom door, and think they're just showing us how much they love our company. But here's what most people don't realize. Sudden, intense clinginess is often a massive red flag for hidden anxiety. According to feline researchers at the University of Lincoln, cats who suddenly turn into Velcro are usually experiencing deep insecurity in their environment. They aren't just casually hanging out with you. They are actively using you as a shield against something that's secretly stressing them out. It could be a weird new smell outside, a sudden change in your work schedule, or even an underlying physical discomfort. When your cat shadows your every move, they are telling you that you are their ultimate safe space in a scary world. They feel totally emotionally unmoored, and your familiar presence is the only thing keeping them grounded. It's a profound display of trust, but also a quiet plea for help. And speaking of quiet pleas, the way they clean themselves might be hiding an even bigger secret. 2. The obsessive spa day. Does your cat spend hours meticulously grooming their belly, legs, or paws, looking like they're just completely obsessed with having a spa day? We usually laugh it off, thinking cats are simply neat freaks who pride themselves on maintaining a perfectly pristine coat. We might even joke about how vain they are. But here's what most people don't realize. Excessive over-grooming is one of the most common, yet tragic signs of feline depression and chronic stress. As noted in the journal Animal Cognition, this behavior is actually what's known as a displacement behavior. When a cat feels emotionally overwhelmed, frustrated, or deeply unhappy about their territory, they lick themselves repeatedly to release a rush of endorphins. It's the feline equivalent of nervously biting your nails to the quick when you're stressed. It's heartbreaking when you realize that what looks like a cute little bath routine is actually your furry best friend, desperately trying to self-soothe through a wave of silent anxiety. They are trying to physically comfort themselves because they simply don't know how to tell you they're hurting inside. Understanding this changes everything about how we comfort them. But what happens when they do try to tell you, using their actual voice? 3. The non-stop chatterbox. Have you ever had a cat that suddenly won't stop meowing at you, pacing around the kitchen or living room while vocalizing loudly at all hours? Most of us just smile and think we have a highly chatty cat who loves to hold a long conversation. Or maybe they're just being a little dramatic and demanding about their dinner schedule. But here's what most people don't realize. An abrupt increase in vocalization is rarely just friendly banter. Renowned feline behaviorist Michael Delgado points out that excessive meowing, especially a lower-pitched, repetitive, or drawn-out yowl, often signals deep cognitive distress, confusion, or emotional frustration. If they are terribly unhappy with a disrupted routine, feeling lonely, or battling an unseen physical illness, they will vocalize to express that internal chaos to you. Think about it. Your cat literally developed the ability to meow specifically to communicate with you. Adult cats in the wild don't meow at each other. So when they are crying out constantly, they are pouring their little hearts out, desperately hoping their favorite human will decode their distress. It's an act of total reliance on your empathy. Yet, ironically, their most famous happy sound can actually mean the exact opposite. 4. The anxious purr. Have you ever found your cat tucked away in the back of a dark closet or hiding under a bed, purring loudly when you finally reach in to pet them? It's completely natural to hear that sweet motor running and immediately think, oh good, they're perfectly happy and cozy hiding back here. They're just enjoying some alone time. But here's what most people don't realize. Purring isn't just a feline smile. It's also a built-in feline hospital bed. Researchers at the University of Sussex have found that cats use a specific, low-frequency purr to heal their own bodies and calm their nervous systems when they are terrified, in pain, or profoundly unhappy. It's a powerful, evolutionary survival mechanism. This breaks my heart every time I think about it. When your cat is unhappy and purring, they are essentially singing themselves a lullaby to make the scary feelings go away. They are trying to manifest comfort out of thin air. Recognizing this crucial difference allows you to step in and be the actual comfort they are trying so hard to create for themselves. And their emotional coping strategies don't stop with sound. They even extend to their food bowl. 5. The sudden binge eater. Does your cat suddenly seem utterly ravenous, begging for treats constantly, or crying pitifully at their food bowl mere hours after they just ate a full meal. We almost always assume they're just being greedy. We lovingly call them little gluttons who have masterfully perfected the art of the feline guilt trip. But here's what most people don't realize. Just like humans, cats can absolutely become emotional eaters. According to fascinating behavioral studies in animal cognition, cats experiencing emotional neglect, boredom, or deep-seated unhappiness will turn to food as a coping mechanism. If their home environment lacks mental enrichment, or they feel a sudden disconnect in your bond, eating becomes the only stimulating, positive event in their entire day. They aren't just hungry for kibble, they are starved for dopamine and emotional connection. When they beg endlessly, they are searching for a tangible way to fill an emotional void in their lives. Realizing that your cat might be eating simply to numb their sadness is a massive wake-up call to spend more mindful, interactive time with them. Which brings us to the most subtle, yet deeply emotional sign of all. 6. The silent observer. Have you ever walked into a room and found your cat sitting relatively close to you, but with their back completely turned, just staring at a blank wall or out the window? It's an ongoing joke in the pet community that cats do this to give us the cold shoulder. We assume they are acting aloof, arrogant, or intentionally ignoring us because they're annoyed we were late with their dinner. But here's what most people don't realize. This specific behavior is deeply, tragically misunderstood. According to feline behaviorists, when a secretly unhappy, stressed, or unwell cat sits with their back to you, they aren't snubbing you at all. In the wild, a sick or depressed cat is incredibly vulnerable to predators. By turning their back to you, they are intentionally positioning themselves so you can watch their blind spot. This is the ultimate, most raw expression of unconditional trust.